Look, I know if you are listening to the Mindset Queen podcast, you've probably thought about starting your own podcast. Everyone reaches out to me and asks me, what do I use to record and publish my podcast? Well, the Mindset Queen podcast uses the Anchor app. Guys, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not like really big into technology, and I was using a lot of different tools on my Mac computer, and I had this audio recording system and all those things. And honestly, guys, it was a little complicated, especially with my travel schedule. I'm always on the go, and I like to record my podcast when I feel the most inspiration. And that's why the Anchor app has truly helped me to be able to record wherever I am, guys, and it is completely free. I can edit, trim, add music, all of those things in one place. And what's great about the Anchor app is that I get to put out all of my episodes in so many different places like Google Podcasts, the Anchor app, iTunes, Spotify, Overcast, and many more places. That's what makes it so incredible, is because my reach is broader. I'm able to impact and influence more people. And you know your girl is getting a bag for this, right? Yes, I am collecting my coins using the Anchor app, and you can too. Guys, go ahead and go to anchor.fm to get started right now.
Welcome to the Mindset Queen podcast, where you'll learn how to change your life by using the power of your mind. I'm your host, Jasmine Thomas. I'm a business and mindset coach for millennial women to enhance their self-worth and up-level their net worth. I'm a product of generational poverty, but I made it out of those negative statistics and stereotypes using the power of my mind to manifest the life and business of my dreams. It's my mission to help you take charge of your life to live as the highest version of yourself. I'm beyond honored to have you here. Now, here's to becoming your absolute best and empowered self. Enjoy the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Mindset Queen podcast. Guys, I'm so happy to finally be back with you guys. It is January 1st, 2019. Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, it is 1:30 in the morning, and I have decided to record this episode because I know everyone is ready to go after their dreams and goals with ease. So, this podcast, I am focusing on just that. I want to make sure that you guys are prepared for the new year. I feel like it's so much pressure to achieve your dreams and goals that some people give up before the end of January. Like, it's a real thing. I never realized that, but it really is, guys. And I want to make sure that my audience is not just making all these dreams and goals to start off the new year, but like that they're actually keeping them. So, guys, if you hear some fireworks in the background, it's okay. Like I said, it's still like early in the morning and everyone is still celebrating, but I'm inside recording a podcast because clearly I really love what I do and I missed you guys. I really did. It's just been a fun journey starting this podcast, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback about the podcast itself, and I really want to be able to help you guys. And make sure you stay to the end because I have a really exciting announcement to make about the podcast, which is going to be amazing, and some other great things that are coming up with my new course. So I will definitely tell you guys all about that. Make sure you stay till the end. So, again, our topic for today is how to achieve your dreams and goals with ease. Number one, if you are writing, if you're not listening in the car, whatever, it's fine. Just come back to it later because I really want you guys to reflect on the points that I'm about to go over. Number one, surrender your will. Surrender your will. That is so hard, guys. It's so hard. Um, as you guys know, like I am a woman of God, and with this whole new age spirituality, they really like preach surrender, but I don't know who they're surrendering to or what they're surrendering to. But for me, it's surrendering to the will of God because when you are walking in this life as a child of God, you will typically almost want to do your own thing. Like, I think that's natural. Like, to make all your dreams and goals, all your plans focused on what you want. And okay, well, and people love to put that verse on it. Psalms 37:4, God will give you the desires of your heart, take delight in him. And I get that. Like, yes, we should definitely take delight in him and we will get those desires. But sometimes certain things that we quote unquote want isn't what is best. And God always has a better plan. And we have to start to trust in that He does have a better plan. So when I say surrender your will, guys, I'm talking in my life. This was August, and I know you guys haven't heard from me since August, but I think it's because I've really been focusing on surrendering my will. For 2018, I had a lot of big, big goals, like a lot of things that I really, really just wanted to accomplish. And I realized I lost myself. I lost myself in trying to achieve those dreams and goals, and it caused me to become more humble, to be completely honest. I think because I was so excited about the vision that God gave me, I started to almost like stray away from the original plan because I was just so excited. I wanted to do a lot of different things and explore and do this and do that, and what I realized is that I wasn't my core self. I wasn't who I started off as on this journey, and I know a lot of people go through that, like in so many different fields. Whether maybe you started off your career, if you're a politician, you really wanted to make change in your community, and then maybe you got so caught up in the voices of the people that you just started like doing whatever to give them what they wanted to have this image. Or um, if maybe you started off your relationship where you're this fiercely independent woman, and now 5 years later you're so dependent on your husband if he decided to leave, or if he went on a big, I don't know, a work trip or something like that. It's like you don't know how to function without them. Well, I think that this is quite normal for us. We become just something different along the path, but we have to jerk ourselves back and say, whoa, hold on. Like, who am I? And when you surrender to God's will, you find out who you are at the core. And in my surrendering process, I realized like I had gotten way ahead of myself, and not way ahead of myself as in like I don't aspire to anything, because I do. I aspire to core values, right? Like who I am on the inside, my fruits of the spirit. Like those are the things that I'm really, really focusing on. And when I started to focus on my internal self and saying, God, like you do what you want to do, I don't really care. Like I'm just going to follow the plan and follow what you want. My life got a whole lot better. And I started honestly like making a whole lot more money than ever just doing one thing. I didn't even have to do any of my other like normal business activities because I was doing so well. And even now, like as I surrendered and said, like, I give up on what I want. And I had done this throughout the year, but I really felt it in August. I gave up too. Um, a while ago with friendships and even like a relationship that has resurfaced in my life. And by giving up those things that I really wanted, the people that, had walked out of my life before had come back. And it was like, oh my gosh, like, God, you were just waiting on me? Like, is this what this was? Like, you were waiting on me to grow? Oh, okay. And it's just so surprising that when you decide, like, you know what? I'm done with trying to run my life. I'm done with trying to, be in control and force my will because it's not going to work. You're going to find yourself dragging along in circles and you're going to wonder why you aren't as far as you could be. So for me, surrendering has meant forgetting that I like almost even have goals. You know what I mean? Like I literally don't even look at them. And I know some people be like, Jasmine, like you should look at your goals every day. I think it's important to write them down, and I'm going to get into all that, but it's more important to just say, God, like if you change the plan, I'm going to follow because his plans will change. And so that brings me to my second point. So, first it was surrendering your will. The second is seeking God. And I think that this is something we really try to do, but sometimes there's so many distractions going on that it's almost hard to seek God and actually hear his voice. And I know some people think that hearing God's voice is going to be this like big whisper in the sky and the clouds are going to break open and all those things. And guys, it really doesn't happen like that. It's actually a still small voice, right? So I totally, this New Year's, I was the bomb in the bed. Like, I'm usually, if I don't go to church, I'm going to go to like a low key, chill out type gathering and have fun. And this year, my sister and I were supposed to go out and we didn't. So I was like in the bed and it was like 11:50 and I just kind of got like a download in my spirit of like, oh my gosh, 2019 is here. You need to do something. You need to get up. And then that's crazy that it took me like an hour and a half to get everything working back up on my computer because I hadn't recorded a podcast in so long. And it was like that nudge, that gentle nudge, which is the Holy Spirit, like leading me to go ahead and like record this podcast. And like I said, guys, I am going to be sharing like a really special announcement of something that I'm going to be doing in 2019 that I'm really excited about. I started like taking notes on that and texting my graphic designer like some different things that I'm going to need in this process, and it just really really helped me. But I do want to say I think that God really gave me that nudge and that because I was seeking him. Like I literally have not made a move except like I've done one blog post about relationships, which if you guys want to check that out, you can go to medium.com/at I am JL Thomas. It's a really great read. I think for those of you who are in romantic relationships, or maybe you had a breakup or whatever the case was, I think it would be helpful for you to read at any stage, even if you're married, divorced, whatever. I think it's a great read. But back to getting on topic about seeking God, like that was the only blog post that I really felt led to write. And for a long time, there were like, I was like, God, like, when can I get back started? When can I do something? And guys, clearly from August to December, like, I literally hadn't felt led to do hardly anything. And I think God was like testing me, like, okay, if you're going to seek me, you have to follow me and you have to do what I say in my timing. And I know you want to go ahead, you want to do this, or you may feel pressure from others, but really and truly, you need to just seek me and know that I'm going to give you the cue when it's time to go. And when God says it's time to go, everything flows. Everything just makes sense. So I encourage you to take the time to fast, do some journaling, and I'll kind of explain like whenever I fast, it's a little harder for me to fast now because I am vegan, so there are a lot of foods that I don't already eat. And so I have to do like a basically no eating fast or a complete like juice fast, something like that. And during that time, I do take out parts of my day to pray and to read scripture and just really dive in. And I get very specific when I fast, like the things that I want. Like sometimes it's just like, God, I just want you, something very basic, very plain. And other times I list, like, okay, I really want to increase my self control. I really want to increase my discipline. Just different things like that really help and focusing on within myself, because as I've shared, like what I found is that when you focus on the inside, everything else just comes in alignment. So guys, definitely surrender, seek God, and then once God reveals to you what your next step is, you need to write the vision. I encourage vision boards. I actually had a vision board party last year that I felt was very successful for a lot of people. I didn't do it this year because I did not feel led to do it. So, another thing, guys, whenever you are in a situation where you feel pressured by people, because people were asking me, are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you having a vision board party? No. Like, only do what God tells you to do, because people will push you off a cliff and then look at you and be like, why'd you do that? Like, literally. So just be very mindful of that. But as you write the vision, whether you do a vision board or if you just doodle down in a journal, it doesn't matter. You want to write it. And that, of course, comes from Habakkuk 2 and 2. Write the vision and make it plain, and you want to get in as many details as possible for you and what works for you, even if it's just putting it in your phone, just making it make sense. And typically you want to turn it into an action verb as well. So if your goal is to um, maybe gain more muscle and tone your body, you could just write that, instead of just go to gym. That going to the gym is great, but nothing's going to happen in there if you just go. Like, getting as detailed as possible with each step will really, really help you. The fourth thing is to reflect regularly. If you're going to hit those goals, you need to kind of think about, like, okay, first of all, is this goal something that I really, really have been working towards? If it is, how have I been progressing? And if I'm not progressing, why am I not? Do I need to change my goal and lower it? Guys, that's something that I found too. Like, I am a highly ambitious person. I always have been. But I realize, like, sometimes I shoot the bar so high as if I'm going to die tomorrow. Like, literally. And I know, like, live your life, do your thing, like, live as if it's your last day. But that's a lot of pressure, guys. And I found out, like, with my dreams and my goals, I put so much pressure on myself that I almost don't give myself grace, to be able to make mistakes or need a reboot or whatever. So I do encourage you, as you are reflecting, to make sure you give yourself that grace and make those changes where you need to. And then, after you've reflected on it, the last tip that I want to give to help you achieve your dreams and goals with ease is to reward yourself. Reward yourself. And I say that with a smile because I know that's something that I need to work on more, is giving myself that reward. I don't know. I just, because I've changed so much, like I used to reward myself with a massage, but I get massages every month. So that's not really a reward anymore. It's kind of like a necessity for my health to stay, fit and firm and, all that good stuff. So it's just kind of like hard for me to find rewards. And I love big vacations, but I mean, right now, like I'm focusing on saving so much. So a big vacation isn't necessarily the best thing, but guys, it doesn't have to be big. It can be something small. Like, for me, for example, I've been working out, and one day, guys, I will show and showcase like how much progress I've made. People have seen me, but I have not posted myself on social media in a long time. So people are like, "Oh my gosh, I want to see, I want to see." I'm like, "No, I don't want to draw attention to myself. I want to keep going with my progress, but like how I reward myself with my workouts is, okay, you're doing really really well with this workout. You know, maybe you'll get some extra like walking time because I love to walk or jog or run in certain neighborhoods because they're beautiful. So like that's a reward. And I know that does not sound like a reward, but for me it is, because usually it's like, nope, you got to do HIIT, you got to do these abs, you got to do this lifting, you know. That's what I'm more so focused on, kind of hardcore stuff, but I give myself kind of like a cheat day as a reward. Or for me, even like getting into clothes that I couldn't fit. Now that is a reward, a big, huge reward for me. I got into some pants that I could not fit into in college. So that felt like really, really good to get to that point, you know, within my body. So make sure that you set rewards that aren't going to hinder you or pull you back from what you're trying to accomplish. Make sure it's something that is propelling you forward. So, guys, those are a couple tips to help you to achieve your dreams and goals with ease. And I want to tell you guys a couple of announcements. So, the first announcement is, guys, I'm so excited. I am starting back doing more one on one coaching. So, I had kind of pulled back on the one on one coaching a bit because I wanted to make sure that I was effective for many people, which is why the podcast is going. And then I'm going to share something else that's coming up. So, if you're interested in really achieving your dreams and goals this year with ease, I keep saying that because I think we go so hard in January, we're burnt out by February, and we forget what we even started with, you know? But if you want to achieve those dreams and goals with ease and even shaving off some of the time, that's something I definitely accomplished in 2017. Is I hit my goals way faster than I thought that I would, and I had to start getting more goals because I hit those so fast. So that's just a side note. If you're interested in that, you can definitely reach out to me. Jasmine at shesworthy.co is my email address. So definitely feel free to connect with me. And you can also find, like, in the notes for the show, all of my social media platforms, pages, and you can reach out to me there if you're interested in joining me for that. The next thing, guys, which is something I am like bubbling over to tell you guys, is that I am going to be doing a brand new course. And the course is going to be completely free. Completely free. The Confident Queen course. I am focusing on helping women all over the globe this year. I really just have something in me where I want to zone in on confidence, guys. Like, it has just been a ball of fire in my stomach. I want to see more women be confident. I've done speaking engagements on this topic in particular because I see a lot of women who don't go after their dreams or their goals because of their confidence level. And if I'm all the way honest, I research it. I've seen statistics. There are men out there who are not even close to being qualified for jobs, but will still apply because they have that confidence level, versus we as women, we can be like 95% qualified and we won't apply because we don't have the confidence. And what I really want to see is more women stepping up and getting themselves out there. So in this course, I will be teaching you how to develop your confidence, how to have a foundation. And I know that what's going to happen is that this is going to turn into a book, because I can go on and on about confidence and how important it is and how it's played such a significant role in my life specifically. And then I am probably going to do a book tour. I'm just really excited about this because I think it's going to help so many women. And it lights me up because this is just something that I'm truly, truly passionate about. And if you know of someone who may be interested in participating in the free course, you can definitely email me, jasmine@shesworthy.co. jasmine@shesworthy.co. So that's .co. Okay. If you guys want to reach out to me and just share, like, hey, yeah, I'm interested in the course, I will definitely get you in. I'm thinking about just kind of emailing it out to everyone. If I don't email it out to everyone, I may just put it in the She's Worthy Facebook group, and you can actually grab all the materials from out of there. Thank you guys so much for listening, tuning in, being patient with me as I've been doing a lot of internal reflection and changing and getting myself ready for this new year. And I hope that you will share this podcast with someone that you know who wants to achieve their dreams and goals with ease.